All right, welcome everybody. This is your trading update for January 6th, and quite another fun-filled day here on the indexes. We take a look at the last 5 days so we can see what's been happening. Obviously, we came off from those 208 all-time highs yesterday. We kind of held 202. Actually, that was this morning. So this was all today. Yesterday, obviously we sold off considerably after the gap down. And then this morning, so if we take a look at the intraday activity, we had a nice spike up here. It was good, like 10 handle spike up here, followed by a ridiculous, monumental drop. And most names here are squarely in the red. If you take a look at the financials again, so we go back to a 10-day on this one. And you can see this Bank of America just getting trounced. I'm sure XLF looks the same. Citigroup looks absolutely miserable here, coming off from 54 bucks. So a monster short opportunity in a lot of the financials out there. The big news today though was the Twitter. Is all this Twitter. And then it was exciting, really exciting to watch this because, right off the open we saw, I'm kind of trying to push this a little bit lower. So let's go to intraday activity here. She closed it around like 36.30 yesterday, and just kind of lollygagged around for a little bit, and then spiked right up to 37 bucks. And then again, this is while the market is also tanking. So all of this is happening. And you can see Twitter just being held here at 37. Obviously, this is looking a little bearish. People were trying to even short this thing because if you looked at LinkedIn and you looked at Facebook, like look at the past 10 days on this LinkedIn, you can see she clearly broke support and just got washed. Everybody just kind of threw out this trade, as well as the Facebook here. I thought she was going to hold up 77, but they went ahead and gave that one up too. And you go back to this Twitter here, she held up pretty well. And then anytime there was a little bit of bullishness in the market here, this Twitter just found a buyer. And then at the end of the day here, after the market just started finding a bid, so you see the market finding a bid. Let's look back at a minute. Over a little bit over 200 bucks here around 2 p.m. And if you go back to that Twitter, you can see a monster, 2-point rally here to close out the day. This thing, obviously, we look at the past 3 months or even 6 months on this thing. This thing has been so bearish. Right, lockup is over. Everybody was kind of throwing this out the window and favoring Facebook and LinkedIn, and now it seems the table has turned. Most of the juice went in here. Some of the options just have been absolutely ridiculous. The 37 call. There's about 21,000 contracts traded in this thing today, and in the morning I saw a 5,000 contract order like being stepped up. So there was so much action in the weekly calls on this Twitter. It is ridiculous. So take a look at your options chains, so you can take a look at that. You'll see 21,000 traded on the 37. You'll see 7,000 traded on the 38, and then even next week for the monthlies, a lot of activity. In Twitter. So look for this thing going forward. This thing should be a very interesting trade. As far as where the market is, obviously, we're sort of lucky here. We had this bounce. Are we going to have further selling here? It still remains to be seen. As we get into the close here, we got about 45 minutes left. It looks like we're going to continue trying to plug away. Maybe back to 201 is a possibility. We'll see what happens. But, anybody who's looking for the dip buys, now's the time to start small. And see if you can catch some good moves, but don't get too wrapped up in it. Don't be too biased to that trade. We could see some further downside selling pressure maybe tomorrow or for the end of this week. Remember, tomorrow we have FOMC, and then Friday we got the jobs number. So the rest of this week could be very interesting. Of course, keep an eye on that Twitter. We'll see you guys tomorrow.